If you're studying for the knowledge of laws, legislation, and liabilities that pertain to physical education competency on the FTCE Physical Education K-12 exam, code 063, this video is for you. Hi, I'm Dani, a certified teacher and test prep expert with Study.com, here to help you prepare. This exam covers many different areas. You'll need to be able to identify major federal and state legislation that impacts physical education, as well as legal liabilities applicable to physical education. Are you ready to get started? Let's go. Which of the following aspects of the PE program at Emerald Lake Elementary School is in violation of Title IX? A. None of these aspects apply to Title IX. B. The paraeducators that work with special needs students are not allowed in the PE classroom space. C. The rope on the rope climb appears frayed and the ceiling attachment is broken. D. All PE classes, regardless of the unit, are separated by gender, so different skills can be worked on with each gender. This question is asking us to look at the PE program at Emerald Lake Elementary School and choose the aspect that is in violation of Title IX. A says none of them. Let's check each one. B. While denying paraeducators participation in special needs students' PE class is a violation of their rights under the least restrictive environment principle of the IDEA Act, it doesn't fall under Title IX. C. This aspect is a safety concern, but not one that is covered by Title IX. D. This is the correct response. Title IX is a federal law enacted in 1972 to prohibit gender discrimination in schools and other programs that receive funding from the federal government. While all the choices are in violation of other regulations, whether they be safety or the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, the one that is in violation of Title IX is the one where PE classes are always separated by gender. This goes against the equity that Title IX is trying to restore. Which of the following legislations requires students with special needs to be included in PE classes and activities together with regular students to the maximum extent possible? A. Americans with Disabilities Act. B. Title IX of the Education Amendments of 1972. C. Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act. Or D. Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. So this question is asking us to choose the legislation requiring students with special needs to be included in PE classes with regular students. A. The Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, prohibits discrimination based on disability in general, not just in schools. B. Title IX prohibits gender discrimination in schools. C. Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act guarantees certain rights and protection to qualified individuals with disabilities. D. This is the correct response. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA, ensures that students with special needs get free, appropriate public education that meets those needs. IDEA requires students with special needs to be educated in the least restrictive environment or to allow them to join students in regular classes as much as possible. During an archery class, one student shoots an arrow. The arrow accidentally hits another student. This happened while the PE teacher was busy taking a personal call. This is an example of which of the following reasons for legal liability issues. A. Unsafe facilities and damaged equipment. B. Failure to inform students of risks. C. Lack of supervision. Or D. Inadequate instruction. So for this question, we're choosing the reason for legal liability issues that would be indicated by the scenario. A. The facilities and equipment weren't the cause of this incident. B. There's nothing in this scenario to indicate failure to inform students of risks. Let's look at D. Again, there's nothing in this scenario to indicate inadequate instruction. Back to C. C is the correct response. Since the teacher is attending to personal matters during class hours, the possible reason for a legal liability issue is the lack of supervision. The teacher is expected to focus on the students and guide them properly. An accident can be avoided if the teacher is looking after the students properly. Pete has decided to separate his physical education class according to gender to ensure competition is more even for a game of volleyball. Upon observing the situation during a routine evaluation, the athletic director A. suggests that Peter lower the net to level the playing field. B. tells Peter this separation is only permitted if the boys are 2 inches taller than the girls. C. pulls Peter aside to discuss the action as a Title IX violation. Or D. applauds Peter for his great idea to create more equity. So we're trying to determine what an athletic director would say to Pete during a routine evaluation based on his decision to separate the class according to gender. A. This suggestion wouldn't address the situation in question. B. An athletic director would not provide this inaccurate information. Let's jump to D. This isn't a situation that an athletic director would be applauding, as it's not a legitimate way to create equity. C is the correct answer. This is a Title IX violation. Title IX prevents gender segregation during class unless there is a significant amount of bodily contact. Those are a few examples of the types of physical education questions you'll see. I hope you're feeling stronger. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more on this topic. For more practice, check out our FTCE Physical Education K-12 063 playlist. And for even more detailed practice, strategies, and customizable study materials, head over to study.com and check out our FTCE Physical Education K-12 test prep course. Those who use study.com boast a 92% pass rate. Our courses include full-length exams, hundreds of authentic practice questions, and short, targeted video lessons specifically developed based on the latest test updates. With our resources, you'll know exactly what to expect on test day. Like this video and subscribe to this channel to get all the latest FTCE test updates. And please leave your questions and success stories in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Happy studying!